Hey, what's up? Welcome to BTide. This is a small preview of the multiplayer deathmatch game we are going to create. So yeah, everything is replicated. The match started now, and you can actually see I can kill players. The scores will get updated. Yeah, the player died. He will respawn. Now I will kill another player. Yeah, the player died and it will respawn later. So let's wait for the match to end. Yeah, team blue won. Everything is replicated, so don't worry. And let's get started.
Okay, so now create a new folder. Name this Deathmatch. Create a new blueprint class. This will be game state and select this one because this is for multiplayer. Never select this base one for multiplayer matches because that's for single player. So yeah, select this one and I forgot what was it. It was game state, right? Let me confirm. Yeah, it was game state. Sorry. Game state DM deathmatch. Create a new blueprint class. Player state. mm, Player state DM. mm, New game mode. This one, not this one. You should select this one. Name this deathmatch game mode. Then we also need player controller. DM player controller. I believe that's it for now. So yeah, where is it? I want to do one thing. Open this, browse to this, press this button, show or hide source panel, and drag this to deathmatch. Move here. So we have all the files at one place. So yeah, select this as the game mode. Select third person character as the default pawn. Player controller, we have DM player controller. We have game state DM. We have player state DM. Yeah, done. So it will work like before only, no changes for now. So let's get started. Open your deathmatch game mode. Also, if my voice is not that nice because I'm not well, so yeah. So now create a new node name event on post login and create a flip flop. Now what we are going to do is that after like flip flop, why we are using flip flop, because once we need to add a player to team 1, then we will add one to team 2. So that is, if their team is not complete, then to the both the teams will have the same number of players. So flip flop and this new player, cast to DM player controller, right click, convert to pure cast. Create a new variable, team 1 controllers. Make this uh, DM player controller object reference and select this as array. Now select this and press Ctrl W. Name this team 2 controllers. Great. Now go back to your player state and create a new variable. Name it current team and select this. Okay, let's create a new enum. Blueprints enum team. create 3 nodes, blue, red, and none. Now go back to your player state and select the team enum as the variable type and select it replicated. And current value would be none. So go back to your team deathmatch game mode, and now when this runs, we need to check if the number of players is less than is less than 8. Oh, sorry, 4, because we have 4 players in a team, right? Make a branch. So if it is true, we will add the player. Now here, from here, get game player state, cast to player state DM, set current team to blue. Now what we need to do is we need to create a branch logic here. Copy this. Now we will check the same for team 2 controllers this way. Remember, I changed this variable from team 1 to team 2 by just dragging and dropping the variable. Now if it is true, we will add the player to this. And if we are successful in adding, we will set the team to be red. Now if it is false, we will try to run this, and if it is false, we will return to, yeah, okay, let's create a new name, open label by name, and name this menu. Create a new label named menu. It's just for testing purposes. You can, if you have a main menu, you can just enter that here. So we have the event possessed node completed here. Name this event post login. Sorry, I'm again and again saying event possessed, whereas it is event on post login. I was just a bit here and there. Okay, so now let's create further. So create a new event begin play node, and yeah, event begin play node, and reset a timer by event. So this is a pre-match timer. It would be like how much time you want the players to be able to join the match. That is, maybe you want the player, if there are not sufficient players, then you can wait for maybe 30 seconds for the players, or 45 seconds for the players, new players to join. That is this. So name this pre-match timer. Create a new event pre-match timer. Oh, sorry, pre-match timer event. This should be looping and the time should be 1 second. Now when this runs, we will create a new variable, name this pre-match timer, and set this to float. and single variable. So, oh sorry, set this to integer. So now you can give the maximum time you want to wait for the players. I will give it maybe 15 seconds, or maybe for testing purposes I will give it 5, and drag it here, bring minus minus, decrement. So this decreases this value by 1. So every second one value would be decreasing and it will become 0 after 5 seconds. So if it is less than equal to 0, branch. If this happens, then we need to stop this pre-match timer, clear and invalidate timer by handle, and after this start a new timer. Set timer by event. Now this is the timer which will wait, which will be like telling the players, okay, you get ready, match is starting in 5 seconds. This is that timer. This timer value will not be known by the players. It would be like waiting for the players. When this value comes, then the time player will know, yeah, the match is going to start in 5 seconds or 10 seconds, or maybe the value you want. So promote this to a variable, get ready timer, value event should one, time should be 1 and it should be looping. Now get ready timer event, and here let's do something. So select this and press Ctrl W, name this get ready timer, and maybe you want to keep 15 seconds for the players to get ready, so yeah, you can keep it 15, then decrement this. Mm, for now let's print it, but in the video we will make a widget for this. For let's just print this for now, and after that mm, create a new node, custom event, start match, math match. Yeah, when this timer's value is less than equal to 0, create a branch, and if it is true, firstly get the timer and clear and invalidate it, because this will help you save FPS a lot. And after this start this start match timer. Oh sorry, start the match directly. This way. Also one more thing, create a new variable, name it total controllers, and go to create a new function, get total controllers, or you can make this pure, just pure, and get team 1 controller, get team 2 controller, get the length of this, get the length of this, make a return node, add these two, and so this way we can have the total number of players in the match currently. So go back to event graph, go to event node, and here we also need, like, we don't need to wait for new players if the timer, if we already have 8 players, right? So what we will do is, uh, on this false node, we will check get total controllers, and if it is equal to 8. Also, what you can do is make it, if it is more than 5, then also start the match. But for me, I will make it if it is equal to 8, then only start the match. So if this is true, then run this. Great. So let's comment this event begin play, and you can just run and you will see that the player, just a second, and make the pre-match timer to be 2 seconds. So yeah, you can see that the timer will start. Yeah, you can see the timer is going on 12, 11, 10, 9. So yeah. So what we need to do is, now we need to work on this start match node. So from here, create, firstly we need to create a new variable, name this match started question mark. This should be a boolean and this needs to be replicated to all. Just a second. Yeah, so on this match started, yeah, make a sequence node, and also make this true. And on this sequence node, we need to do two things. We need to start the match timer, and we also need to set the player's location to a new location, right? So let's first make our timer function. So we can do here, we set timer by event, and this should be looping. 1 second. Function is add an event, name this match timer event, right click this, promote to a variable, name this match timer event, oh sorry, match timer. And here create a new variable, name it match timer. This should be an integer. Put the maximum value of the match you want, like maybe you want the match to go for 10 minutes. So if you want the match to go for max 10 minutes, then you want 600 seconds. Also remember, the match will end on two conditions: whether the maximum number of kills have been achieved by one of the teams, or else the timer has finished. So remember, so don't worry, we are going to do the match score function also. So now here let's just decrement timer. What I have to set, okay, so set it for now 30 seconds, and then create a branch node. So you have two conditions: if it is less than equal to 0, or the number of kills have crossed the limit you set, right? So for that we need to go to game state dm, create two nodes, team 1 score, team 2 score. Now the game state is responsible for holding these values, so just make integer, integer, and on event begin play, set the values of these two to be 0. and both should be replicated. Now go back to team deathmatch. Okay, get back to game state DM. Create a new function. Uh, Score reached. So this will be a pure function. This will tell us whether the max score has been reached or not. Make a return note. Get team1 score. Get teams2 score is equal to, make it, or same way, is equal to. So here is the thing, I will explain. So if the team1 score is equal to the max score you want, right click, promote to a variable, name this max score, and this should be for me 5. I want 5 kills. If any team reaches 5 kills, you won. And same here. So if this team 1 reaches the score, then 2 it will be true, and if team 2 reaches the score, then 2 it will be true. So this way, and name this reached. Go back to your team match, yeah, death match game mode. Get game state, cast to game state DM, right click, convert to pure cast, and get oh sorry, game reached, score reached. If any of these are true, then that means the game is over. So create a new node, custom event, game o. I need to save everything. Yeah, if this is true, then the first thing you need to do is set the match timer to end, clear and invalidate. If this is done, then we need to call end match event. So we now have a timer with everything done. And on end match, just call this match started to null. Now on this second one, we need to work on the second one where we so this event is just going to be called once, and then this will call this whole event 100 times, or whatever the time you want to call it. On this second two, we need to set the actor's location. So let's do one thing from here. Get game state, get player array. So this will have all the players game state, all the players player state here. So for this, make for each loop, and then call get current, no, sorry, cast to player state DM, this way, and here get current team, and from here call switch on team. Yeah, so if we are blue, we will set the location to be on the blue one. If it is red, then on the red one. So you know what I mean. So let's create, get a plane from here, bring it a little up, set the size to be 5, 5, like this, and let's set the lightning to be movable. Yeah, the error has gone. So select this and Control C, Control V this way. Now click on this, browse to basic shape mode and drag this to the content folder. Move here. Or maybe you can just copy here. Just compiling shaders. So it's double click and open it. Right click. It's already a parameter. Nice. Then just apply this. Because last time I did it wasn't a parameter this that time. Okay, anyways, just apply this and get back. Uh, this is the only task I don't like in Unreal Engine, compiling of material shaders. Yeah, the shaders have compiled. Right click this, create material instance, red color, open this, set the color to be red. Yeah, it's okay. And drag this to here. Now right click this, create a material instance, set it blue color, open this, set the color to be blue. Drag this here. It isn't blue, but anyways, yeah, it will work. So that we can differentiate between the two teams. Now, one more thing which we need to do is just let's drag these to geometry. Yeah, get back to deathmatch, right click. We'll be back in a second. Okay, so welcome back. Now let's get back to a deathmatch. Right click, create a new blueprint class, name this player start. Red player start. Name this rep player start. Now right click, create a child blueprint class, name this red player start. Again right this, click it and select child class and name this rep uh, sorry blue player start. So we have three player starts. Right click, create a new folder, name this player starts. I don't know why I'm doing it now. I should have done that before. So move here. So open rep player start, that is the parent of these two childs. Create a new variable and name it used. This way one player start can only be used for one player. So the value of this will be taken by both the childs automatically. Bring 4 red player starts here and 4 blue player starts here. Save all. Now get back to your game mode. So we have done till here. Now if it is blue, we will get all actors of a class that would be of the blue player start type and run for each loop with break. I need more space for that. Select this and bring it here. We will make more space for it later. So yeah, on this loop, get used, make a branch. So if the branch is like if it is used, then we won't do anything. If it is false, then make a sequence. We will firstly break this loop and then secondly we will get actor, what was it? Get player, yeah, get pawn private, right click, convert to validated get. Now if it is valid, then from here cast to third person character, set actor, set actor location to the location of this, get actor location. Just let me check. Yeah, and one more thing, add one more node here, get this and set it to used, true. So this way, this one blue player start will not be used for any other player spawning. I don't mean after you get killed, it's only when the player is getting started with the match. We only want one player start for one player. Let's take this knee down here. Now after this is completed, yeah, we'll do it later. Okay, so on this red one, copy this everything. We all copy this firstly. Now search for red player start for each loop with break. We need to do the same thing. Let's just copy it. On loop body, check if it is used. Get the pawn from this player state and get location from this array. Oh, okay. So this also needs to be. So anything else we need to do here? Yeah, on one we need to make it break. Compile to save all. Now one more thing which we need to do is when this is completed, that is everything is completed here. So get here, get all actors of a class, select rep player start, make for each loop and set used to false. This way after a player dies we can reuse these for respawning. Let's check if we are getting spawned or not. I will go somewhere else. 8 7 6 5 4 3 2 1. Yeah, I was in a blue team, so I am here. Great, it looks so good. Nice. So we have done the main thing. Also you will notice that this timer also goes. So let's just comment this. Can I collapse this to nodes? No, let it be for now. Compile, add a comment, name this start match. Now only one thing is left, that is game over and a widget and things like that. So when the game is over, we need to get the game state, get player array, For each loop, firstly what we need to do is mm, we need to cast to player state DM, get pawn private, right click, validated get, and if it is valid we need to firstly cast to third person character, get movement component, get character movement, stop movement immediately, set input, mm, get controller, oh, sorry, from here get controller and run, set input, mm, oh, I don't know why it is not UI only. Oh, okay. From here cast to DM player controller, right click, convert to pure cast like this. Yeah, so we will make a widget, so don't worry for that. So let's now work on the widget part. Create two new widgets. First widget would be in-game widget. Second would be game ended widget. Open both. So let's work on game in-game widget firstly. So bring a horizontal box and wrap it with a vertical box. Where is a vertical box? Add a new, oh sorry, I'm mistaken, sorry, just replace this with the child. Yeah, now create two vertical boxes here. Yeah, now select horizontal box and size it to content. Get an overlay. Can I make the horizontal box? Yeah, so make the overlay the parent of this and size it to content. Add a image. Okay, add a background blur firstly. I'm not a widget designer, but I want to it to be like good, so that's why I'm working hard. Yeah, this way, and set this to 5. Size to content. Great. Add two texts mm, in these two vertical boxes. Nice. Like acting a complete noob. This way. And select the background blur to be covering the whole part. Nice. Everything is going good. Now create more text here in the vertical box and one more in this one. What I have done. Create one more in this one. So name this blue, name this red. Center this for both, center this for both. And for this text box, name this 0, centered in middle, name this 0, centered in middle. Create a new image and drag it in the vertical box. Drag this up. Select the Y value to be nearly 10 or 9. That's a good value. Press Ctrl W and drag this to this vertical box. This way. Hmm. This is okay. I don't know why it is not looking good to me. Okay, and here now select left padding to be 15. Select. No, it's okay. Now select this overlay. Set this to this centered. I need to make this better, and I can. 32. It's already 32. Okay, so I am happy with this result for now, and don't expect me to be a completely nice UI designer. And let's make this blue. It was looking better before. No worries, I have to make this. Now create a new text here. No, make a horizontal box here. Add two texts here. Name size to content. Control shift this little bit here. There. This. And select this. Time left. And select this to 30. Make the left padding to be 15. And left bind this, create a new binding. We will make this for soon. Just compile this for now. So we have now a nice looking. Let's make it 9. I'm really sorry for this bad widget, but you have to bear with me. Now get back to game ended widget. Create a horizontal box. Add 3 texts. This way. Now select the horizontal box, size to content. Select this, center. Set the font size to be 60. Now set this to team A1. Select the left padding to be 15. Select the left padding to be 15. Done. Bind this to a new variable. Select the name this team1 and make it expose on spawn instance editable. Now go back and select bind color and opacity. Make slate color. Select color. Get team1. Equals right click, create a new variable, name this blue, and select the default value of blue to blue. Yeah, so if it is true, then that means the team blue won, so make this blue. If it is false, that means the team red won, set this to false. Great. Now get back to team match game mode. We need to create a widget when the action is stopped here on game ended. So let's create it. Get to your character controller. We will do this in character controller. Create a custom event. Uh, Add in-game widget server. Control C copy. Run this on server. Create a new event. Add in-game widget client. Run on owning client. From here, call add in-game widget client, and here call create widget. Name this in-game. Yeah, call this in-game widget and promote it to a variable. Name this in-game widget. Add to viewport. Create and create add game ended widget. Run on server. Okay, add a server here too. Call create a new variable. Create a new custom event. Add game ended widget client. Owning client. Create in-game. Create widget. Call game ended. Also call here one more function, remove all widgets, because we don't want other widgets to be visible now. Now add to viewport. We don't need a variable to this and call add game client. Go back to your game ended widget, sorry, deathmatch, and from here create a sequence for each loop. Team 1 controllers for each loop. Team 2 controllers this way, and for both the controllers cast. We don't need to cast, right? No, we don't need to cast. We just need to call add game ended widget. Game ended widget server. Same way here. Now we need to tell him what team won. So for that we again need to go to our good friend game stadium. Create a new variable. Team won. Create a return node. Get team 1 score. If it is greater than team If it is greater than team 2 scores, then we need to output team 1, name this variable type team. If this is true, we need to tell that blue team won. If it is not true, then we need to check if these two are equal or not. Because if it is equal, that means no one is won. If this is false, that means team red won, else none won. So get back here. Oh, sorry, one last thing. You will need to go game state. We need to make this function pure. Now here, get game state, cast to game state dm, right click, team won, and just okay. So make it string, enum to string. This way. Now what you need to do is this is done. Lastly, we need to work on this in-game widget. We need to update the score every second. How can we update? Yeah. So bind this, create a binding, get game state, cast to game state dm, right click, and team get team 1 score. This way, copy this, go to this one, create a binding, do this, but in this case we need to get the team 2 score, and done. Also we need to work on this time left, create a new binding, get game mode, cast to death match team mode, get time, get uh, get match timer, and let's check if it works. Oh sorry, we haven't added the widget, right? So for that here call add in-game widget on server for both the clients. I know it's a little hodgepodge, but you can now see the timer. The match has started, but the timer is not going on. Okay, we got a bunch of errors. Unable to access the memory. Let me check. Okay, so I found the solution for that. It can't directly get the T score. I mean the timer. So for that, in get in game, remove this. Right click, promote to a variable. Name this timer. Compile and save. get to your game deathmatch, and you see we are running the timer here, right? So when this goes, we need to update the timer. So make a sequence here, this match timer event. Now here call, let's call this function, copy this, and from here get in game inventory widget, get in game inventory widget, and set timer to match timer. Nice, we'll be back again. Okay, so here just get um, in-game widget, set timer to this match timer. Same way here. This will work. Also open your deathmatch widgets, in-game widget, and remove this binding. I have by mistake selected this one. We need to make this binding. Yeah, let's check if it works. 1413. The timer, it is not getting updated still. Okay, so get all widgets of class. We can directly get the widget and make this in-game widget. Get a copy, set timer, remove this. For both the loop bodies we want the player, and set the timer to match timer. Now this should work. I hope it works. Please. Why isn't it working, man? Okay, so this is expectable, but why isn't it working? I will get back in a second. Let me check with my another project. Okay, so I got it. Go back to your player DM, create a new event, update timer on server. This should run on server, and copy paste, update timer on client. add an input, name this integer. Oh, sorry. And this should run on only client. Get the in-game widget, set timer to this value, and from here call update timer on client. Set it the integer value here. Go back to your deathmatch. Remove this, we don't need this thing. And from here call update timer on server and select the match timer. This will work now for sure. Let me run somewhere else for now. Yeah, it is working. So it started updating the timer as soon as it ran that code. So it was working. What error we are getting? Okay, so it is for the score. So for the score system, let's create. Get to your um, what should we do? Hmm, it can't get. Okay, so get to your player DM player controller, custom event, update score on server, custom event, update score on client. So whenever this is, we need to get this in-game widget. Get to your in-game widget, remove this. We need to set this to a, yeah, this is team 1 score, so right click, set this team 1 score, set the default value to 0, control W, name this team 2 score, go to this 0 and drag and drop the team 2 score 0. Now in here, sorry, player controller, set team 1 score, set team 2 score. From here call update score on client. Lastly we need to work on, lastly we just need to add a score. So okay, so we are quickly going to set up the health component so that we can have death and those things. So get back here, TDM, uh, put it here. Video for this is in the description. So yeah, health component is free for everyone to download. Oh, sorry. Now open your third person character. Add health component on event begin play, initialize player, capsule component is this one, character component is character movement. I'm not well, that's why I can't speak properly, but yeah, you can understand. And drag this mesh here. Compile and save, open this.
Now you need to copy this. Yeah, just refresh all nodes. This will work. Get to your health component, and from here you will notice, yeah, we need to remove this. We need to cast to third person character. Just a second. Yeah, so from here remove this, call here and call uh, die server, and from here cast to a DM player controller this way, and get the player state from here. Remove this, cast to player state DM, right click, convert to pure cast, and get current team, and yeah, remove this. How can I refresh this? Okay, so from here select transform, select, and set this as the index. So if it is blue, then blue. If it is red, then red. Now here select blue player start and select red player start. This should work. And yeah, we need to compile, like we need the character to be regenerated. So third person character owner. Yeah, from here target is our character controller, and destroy actor is mm, is this player. Also from here cast to third person character. I made a mistake. Cast to third, if this is true, and we need to set the killer reference to third person character. Change variable type, and here to make it a third person character. Do this. From here select this killer reference. So we have basically done the work here. No errors here now. We've already got. Now open on rep killer reference. Get owner. Cast to third person character. Get controller. Remove this. Cast to DM player controller. Right click. Convert to pure cast. From here cast to player state DM, right click, get current team, remove all this and call switch on team this way. So we need to add compile for now. Yeah. So if the player dead is, okay, so we need to get cast to game state DM, right click, remove this, add score. Let me check whether we have done this one. Uh, so yeah, we haven't done that. So we need to create a new function. Just a second. So create a custom event. Score red. This should run on the server. And get game state. Cast to game state DM. And we need to change this team 1 score. Sorry, team 2 score. Set team 2 score to get team 2 score plus 1. Copy this, paste, name this update score blue, run on server, reliable, get team 1 score plus set team score. I'm really sorry if you can't hear me well, but yeah, you have to bear with me. This way. Now get back to health component. Remove this. Blue, red. And go here. Add a feature or content pack. Add a first person pack. This is just for testing. And from here, copy this. Get back to your third person character. Paste. Okay, so let's just create a basic light trace.
what we will do is create a custom event. Name this, name this fire on server or on server, and mm, this way. Get location, line trace by channel, and get rotation, get forward vector, uh, name this 1000. Yes, sorry, this way, persistent, and let's check if this works. Fire on server. Hmm. Out result. Apply damage.
Okay, so it is not damaging. I don't know why. Let's check. Uh, yeah, it is killing it now, but not damaging it. So we need to check it why, right? Yeah, it is now blocking and it is showing green. That means it is hitting the character. We also got the error. Let's check. Okay. Oh, okay. I understand. Remove this. Uh, hmm. Oh, okay. So there is no owner. So get a reference to self and make it damage type. Compile and play. Let it update the timer. Yeah, game started. Now let me try to kill the character. But it is still not damaging the character. Let me check why it is so. Uh, this is working fine. This is setting it. Get the. Uh, this is also fine. Why is it not working? This is also working. Uh, mm, let me print here. Okay, so I got the error. The error was that this is not the get owner. This should be direct here like this. And now it will damage the character. Let us go somewhere else. Game is about to start. Yeah, game started. Now let's try to damage it. Yeah, you can see that the player is getting damage and yeah, dead. So we finally did it and it's respawning. We only need to work on the score system now. Hmm. Now get here, killer reference. This is not updating the score. I don't know why. Oh, I remember open controller. And yeah, we made this logic for updation, right? We need to use this. So get to your game mode. Yeah, here. And we need to update the score here. Mm, for each loop. Now we need to update the widget for both the clients. Update widget on server. Same way here. And now we will get the score from the game state. Let's, yeah, just copy this. Right click, convert to purecast. Get team 1 score. Get team 2 score. Now make it like this. Same way for this one. And same way for this one. Compile and save. Now, oh no, we need to make a sequence. Make this, and on the second make this. Same way, copy and paste the sequence here and do the same thing. Let the game start. So let me kill this player. Player died, the score updated. But the score is getting updated wrongly. If the red player kills the blue player, then the red score should increase, but the blue one is increasing. So we need to update this. Yeah, let's add, open the health component and make this reverse. Now everything will work all right. Uh, yeah, also the game ended widget is not coming, so we need to do something here so that the game ended widget comes. Oh, okay, I have called the wrong end match. We need to call end match. Wait. Oh, it's game over. Call game over here. Now this should work. Because I was trying whether I can come back to the screen or not. Okay, so everything is working. I will kill this player. Okay, so the score is getting updated correctly. Same way I will kill this player. So red is 2. So red should win this match. 4. 5 seconds left. 3, 2, 1. Team red won. So yeah, everything was working correctly. And thanks for watching. Meet you in the next video. You have already seen the preview I'm going to show you now. So yeah, thanks for watching. Also, you can follow the same tutorial for the FPS true FPS series which I made. So yeah, it will work with any template you have. So thank you.